This is a video I took off the internet. I saw it in a number of different places, and they have music like We Are the World. And I think that the deal with this is that it's not just famous Masons, but it's famous Masons and pictures of them in their lodge with their specific lodge material, because there's a lot of famous Masons who aren't on this list. Like here they have John Philip Sousa, which is great, but they don't have Irving Berlin, Nat King Cole, Mozart. Mozart would be nice. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, both great, as Alan Sherman once famously noted. And here's the sports car guy. I mean, the Indy 500 was a bigger deal back in the day. I mean, let's face it. NASCAR kind of overtook it. He's done both, but it's a nice picture of him as a Shriner. So this guy is completely random. I mean, I'm a big baseball fan, really, and I know a lot about baseball, and I never heard of this guy. So, and Arnold Palmer, Master Mason, really redefined golf and celebrity in his life. Now, see, entertainment is a very interesting field, because you've got Red Skelton, and that's great, but there's no Roy Rogers, and there's no John Wayne. So it's got to be the documentation thing, right? And Mel Tillis, he of the stutter and the great sport coats. It's a great guy there. And ended up in Branson, Missouri. And of course, Johnny Cash. Now, that is some serious credentials. Burl Ives, remember the folk singer, and the little bit of tear let him down, spoiled his act as a clown. Burl Ives and Gene Autry, world's greatest singing cowboy. I think we could say that without... is there controversy on that? I suppose. Remember Petticoat Junction? Of course you do. There's Uncle Joe, moving kind of slow at the junction. Shriner. Bud Abbott, who's on first? That's the question. Who's on first? Costello? I don't think he was a Mason. But Abbott. Bud Abbott. Great masters of industry. The Colonel. One of his great disciples, Dave Thomas, was Wendy's fame, also a Mason. So, there you go. 50 years. Now, how about that? How about that, from Colonel Sanders to Steve Wozniak? Now, this shows the great depth of Masonry. Incredible. Chrysler, he used to have a car company. Now that's a serious captain of industry from Canada. And here we have the science and medical. Well, I mean, the Mayo Clinic. That's some spectacular credentials there. That's really helping out. John Glenn, great hero. Really great hero. I don't know, was he a great senator? Maybe not, but a great American hero. William, that's Charles' brother. He was, they founded the Mayo Clinic together. Their father was a frontier doctor. He had the idea for this non-profit medical clinic. Douglas MacArthur, he's a Mason and was also a Mason in the Philippines. which also connects to that whole story that we talked about in our article with Howie Graff. Now, Harry Truman is a Mason. Look at that, there's the hat. And he was a Shriner. 50-year Mason. King Edward was only king for a short time, but they did name the Edwardian period after him. So he had that going for him. So that was King Edward. Bob Dole, but no Washington, no Ben Franklin, no Franklin Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, no. Our last Mason president was actually Gerald Ford. Okay, this guy was the last monarch before Queen Elizabeth. He didn't expect to be king. He thought his brother, that he abdicated to be with the American Wallace Simpson. So that was the end of that story. A few others they missed. Paul Revere, Benito Juarez, W.C. Field, John Elway is in this list. Giuseppe Garibaldi is huge. J. Edgar Hoover is amazing. Henry Houdini. Interesting. Gillette and Guillotine. Fiorello LaGuardia, Mason. George Marshall and Thurgood Marshall. All the Ringleys from the circus. The Ringling Brothers. They're all Mason. It's a really fascinating list, and I think you should study this. This Freemasons for Dummies book is fascinating. You could just look at these names. So, that's our video. Thanks for watching.